Walking through town late at night might feel relaxing, but have you ever dared to walk through a forest trail at night? This video will show you exactly why that's a terrible idea. This spine-chilling clip was uploaded by a Reddit user from Switzerland who decided, for reasons only they know, to take a nighttime stroll through a forest. The sound is so raw, so childlike, it feels like it claws right into your soul. Now, if you're thinking, it's probably just foxes. Here's the thing. According to the uploader, there haven't been any foxes in this forest for years. At least, not spotted anymore. So, if it's not foxes, what on earth could be making those terrifying screams? And why do they feel so human? Like some children screaming. This video captures a creature hiding in the dark. This video was uploaded on TikTok by a user who claims to have captured something truly creepy while digging in a cave. You can barely make out the outline of its body, and what we do see looks unsettling, to say the least. At first glance, it almost resembles a dog with the shape of its head and body, but something about it just feels off. It's definitely not giving off your typical dog vibes. Whatever this thing is, I'm 100% sure I'm staying far away from it, as these guys should do as well. Stray animals in the neighborhood can be a nuisance, but imagine having a vulture infestation. That's not just annoying, it's downright eerie and terrifying. This video was uploaded on Reddit, capturing one of the weirdest and creepiest phenomena you'll ever see. Hundreds of vultures perched on rooftops across an entire neighborhood. In the footage, recorded by a passing driver, you can see these vultures just casually resting on the houses, as if they own the place. And it's not just one house, they're on every single roof in sight. Now, we all know vultures only show up when there's something dead nearby, which makes you wonder, what exactly did they find in that neighborhood? Whatever it is, it can't be good. And if that wasn't creepy enough, all the houses in this video look the same. Same paint, same design, like something straight out of a horror movie. It's almost like the perfect setup for something far more sinister. Honestly, seeing this many vultures in one place is enough to make anyone uneasy. As much as influencing might seem easy, the reality of having a social media presence can often lead to unsettling situations, just like what happened to the lady in this video.
Get out! Get out!
What on earth was he doing? This unsettling video comes from a TikTok influencer who was in the middle of a dance challenge when something bizarre occurs. While she's dancing and recording herself, she suddenly hears a noise coming from the window. Glancing over, she catches a glimpse of a shadow behind the curtains, and her heart drops. There's someone on the other side. In an instant, she goes into full-on panic mode and confronts the intruder. He responds in Spanish, casually asking if they're friends. Can you imagine? In her anxious state, she awkwardly replies that they are not. She bravely walks toward her door, demanding he leave. But when she pans the camera back, we get a chilling reveal. The man is now inside her apartment, through the balcony door. After some tense moments of confrontation, he eventually leaves, but the video ends there, leaving us all on edge. What was this man doing? It's a terrifying encounter, and I seriously hope this guy faced some serious consequences for his creepy behavior. This kind of thing isn't just scary, it's a crime. Our minds are naturally wired to find familiar shapes in random objects, like seeing animals or faces in clouds. But this next video takes that concept to a whole new level.
A face.
This captivating video, which was uploaded to YouTube in 2011, captures a massive storm cloud that seems to take on an eerie humanoid face. As the camera pans across the darkening sky, the cameraman is simply recording what appears to be a typical storm cloud. But then, when he turns back, something bizarre unfolds before our eyes. The cloud starts to morph into what looks strikingly like a human face. First, it forms a prominent nose, then gradually reveals a forehead, eyes, and a mouth. It's undeniably distinct, and many viewers have commented that it feels like a sign from above. But if that's the case, what message could God be trying to send us? Is it a warning, a comfort, or something else entirely? The possibilities are both intriguing and unsettling. A construction worker arriving for his shift heard some unsettling noises coming from inside a house. Thinking it might be a squatter, he pulled out his camera, but what he encountered next felt like it was ripped straight from a horror movie.
Hello?
That was genuinely terrifying. This video, uploaded on YouTube, reveals what the uploader initially thought was just a squatter, but it quickly escalated into something much worse. In the footage, we see the construction worker, the cameraman, cautiously roaming around the house, calling out to see if anyone is inside. He asks multiple times, but there's only silence until suddenly a door swings open on its own. Caught off guard, he rushes toward the door, only to find no one there. Just as he starts to comprehend what's happening, the basement door slams shut by itself. Feeling the adrenaline pumping, he bolts to the basement and opens the door. But it's empty too. Then, out of nowhere, the lights begin flickering ominously. And just when you think things can't get any creepier, something hits him. The impact knocks the camera to the ground, where it pans up to the ceiling, but it doesn't end there. Something knocks the camera again, and it stays on the floor until the worker eventually returns to pick it up. This scene is so eerie. It's like a horror movie trailer come to life. Honestly, man, just leave that house and find somewhere else to work. This is not worth it. We've all heard tales of the infamous Loch Ness Monster, but apart from a few old photos floating around the internet, concrete evidence has been elusive until now. This next video might just give us the video proof we've all been waiting for. This footage comes from a beachgoer who captured the chaos that erupted when a monstrous visitor made its presence known in the water. In the video, we see something massive and elongated gliding through the waves, resembling a colossal sea serpent. It moves with a slow grace, inching closer to the swimmers, sending everyone into a state of panic. You can almost feel the tension in the air as people scramble to get out of the water, eyes wide with disbelief. Those who have seen this video are claiming it could very well be the infamous Loch Ness Monster. Looking at the size and shape of this creature, it's hard to dismiss the possibility. What do you think? Could this be the elusive legend come to life? If you spend any time on TikTok, you've probably heard of Randonautica, the app that leads adventurous souls to mysterious locations. Well, this next video showcases just how bizarre things can get when you dabble in the unknown.
Lock the fucking doors. Oh my god, Tyler! Tyler!
Captured by a group of teenage girls on their latest randonautica adventure, this footage takes a turn into the weird. The girls are filming from their car when they spot a woman standing on the sidewalk, her gaze fixed directly on them, radiating an unsettling intensity. With an angry expression and a shopping cart beside her, she murmurs something to the group that sends shivers down your spine. Her demeanor is downright creepy. Those eyes appear almost completely black, adding a sinister vibe to the encounter. The way she speaks feels unnatural, amplifying the bizarre atmosphere. Honestly, if you ask me, this lady looks like she's on some kind of drugs. And if she isn't, well, I'm officially giving up shopping for good. Being in the wrong place at the wrong time can lead to some strange situations, but finding yourself in a spot where you clearly don't belong is a whole other level of weird, just like this rabbit. This video was taken by a beachgoer who was casually filming the gentle waves when something peculiar caught his eye. As the camera pans over the surf, a small figure emerges from the water. Curious, the cameraman approaches, and to his astonishment, it's a rabbit. Yes, you heard that right. A rabbit. This little guy hops out of the ocean, like it's the most normal thing in the world before darting towards the fields, leaving viewers with a sense of bewilderment. What on earth was this rabbit doing in the ocean? Sure, we know swamp bunnies can swim, but an ocean escapade, that's a whole different story. A bike rider set out on a thrilling night adventure, capturing the experience on his GoPro as he cruised through the eerie Rongtong forest. But when he reviewed the footage, he was left utterly shocked by what he found. Creepy, right? In the footage, we see the rider gliding along a desolate night road, the bike's headlights slicing through the darkness as they illuminate the path ahead. All seems calm and peaceful, until the end of the clip. As the biker takes a slight turn, the camera unexpectedly reveals a ghostly white humanoid figure standing motionless in the middle of the road. This spectral presence is unnerving from every angle, and what's even more chilling is that the biker, completely unaware, rides right past it. Moments like this are precisely why I steer clear of night rides, folks. Who knows what might be lurking in the shadows? When you think you've seen it all, nature has a way of surprising us with something even stranger than before. One such jaw-dropping moment was captured by a wildlife explorer in a dense forest. In this video, we see a wildlife explorer navigating through a thick wooded area, and what he captures is truly astonishing. He managed to film what looks like a massive spider, known as an edderkop, in the midst of its hunting process. This colossal arachnid has a large mouse firmly ensnared in its grasp, searching for a place to feast on its prey. What's truly astonishing is how this giant spider is perfectly camouflaged against the forest floor. Its furious demeanor is chilling, making it clear that this isn't a creature you'd want to encounter up close. Honestly, even if there were a mice apocalypse, I wouldn't want something that intimidating lurking around my property. Nature never fails to amaze us with its bizarre and often terrifying wonders. Volcanoes are among nature's scariest spectacles, unleashing destruction and chaos in their wake. But have you ever heard about a less destructive sibling of the volcano?
Guys, I think so. Go back, go back.
I stumbled upon this next video while scrolling through YouTube, and it instantly caught my attention. In the footage, we witness the earth erupting with a mixture that looks like a bizarre fluid combined with a lot of soil. The liquid bursts forth, like a traditional volcano, spreading rapidly across the ground. Recorded from within a car, the cameraman urgently instructs everyone to back away as the spectacle unfolds. So, what exactly is happening here? This is a mud volcano. They form when mud and gas build up under high pressure hundreds of meters below the surface, creating fractures in the rock that allow this gooey mixture to emerge. While they may not carry the same destructive power as their fiery counterparts, the tension in the cameraman's voice certainly suggests that this situation feels pretty precarious. When it comes to defensive capabilities, every species has its own unique techniques. But one of the most fascinating and visually striking methods has to be the eye of the storm maneuver exhibited by reindeer. Just watch for yourself. Isn't that mesmerizing? The video you just saw was uploaded on Reddit and showcases a remarkable defensive mechanism in action. In the footage, we see a herd of reindeer swirling around in a circular formation, almost as if they're part of some strange ritual. The hypnotic effect created by their synchronized movement is truly captivating. But what exactly is happening here? This phenomenon is known as reindeer cyclones, where a herd of anxious reindeer forms a swirling mass. This behavior serves as a defense against predators, making it more challenging for them to target any individual reindeer and providing a protective barrier for the young ones in the eye of the storm. It's a stunning example of how nature equips its creatures with incredible survival strategies. Animals. Some believe their minds are teeming with thoughts and emotions, while others think they're simply empty inside. This video might just challenge those assumptions and show you that you never really know what's happening in their heads. This TikTok video is both bizarre and hilarious at the same time. In the clip, we see a cameraman casually following what appears to be an anteater minding its own business. As the cameraman passes by, the anteater notices him and does one of the most peculiar things I've ever seen an animal do. It stands up on its hind legs and strikes a pose, arms wide open like it's channeling some retro 80s traffic warden. While this behavior might seem unusual, especially in low light or at nighttime, it's actually a natural defensive posture for these creatures. This poor dude was just chilling when he caught sight of the cameraman and decided to hit him with an unexpected pose. It's moments like these that remind us that animals can be full of surprises. Growing up, we've all been enchanted by the idea of mermaids as beautiful creatures with a half-human, half-fish appearance. However, this 100-year-old original mermaid skeleton might just make you rethink everything you thought you knew.
This is an original mermaid here. It's not a duplicate. It's an original mermaid.
That's insane. This video was recorded by a tourist visiting a museum when they stumbled upon a rather strange skeleton. In the footage, the camera pans toward what appears to be a child mermaid skeleton encased in glass, on display. From head to tail, this thing is downright terrifying. It has ferocious predator-like claws, and its skull is nothing like the graceful visage we imagine when we think of mermaids. The ribcage and tail are equally eerie, giving off a vibe that's far from enchanting. The cameraman then reads the details of this creature and discovers it's a 100-year-old real mermaid skeleton. While I can't verify the age, one thing's for sure. My dream of encountering a mermaid in real life has officially been dashed. I absolutely hate driving late at night on those desolate shortcut roads, not because of burglars or bandits, but because of the terrifying possibility of something like this happening. Thank God he didn't stop. This video you just saw comes from an Indian driver who was cruising through a forest road late at night. In the footage, he's driving in the rain, capturing the eerie calm of the surroundings. Everything seems peaceful at first until the camera catches something standing by the roadside, extending its long arm to signal for a ride. The driver, sensing something off, doesn't stop and just keeps driving, and the video ends there. From what we see, this figure appears humanoid, but that arm is way too long. Seriously, if we pause the video, just take a look at its skin color, and that unnaturally long arm. Whatever it was, I can't even begin to imagine what would have happened if this guy had decided to stop. Trust me, after watching this next video, you might find yourself second-guessing even your car's exhaust. This video was recorded by a car owner who was in the process of giving their vehicle a nice wash. In the footage, the backseat door is open, and as the camera pans inside, we see what looks like an exhaust pipe going through the door. But here's the twist. That's not an exhaust pipe at all. The real problem is that the exhaust pipe shouldn't be going through there. What we're actually looking at is a massive snake. Yes, this slithery creature found its way into the car body through some opening. Its unique color and texture make it look almost camouflaged against the interior, adding to the shock factor. So, the next time you wash your car, keep an eye out because you never know what might be lurking inside. This next video shows what a solar eclipse looks like from Earth when it's at full power. It's almost otherworldly. Amazing, right? This video comes from a solar eclipse watch party, capturing this incredible sight. In the footage, we see hundreds of people gathered to witness the event. And then it happens, the moon moves directly in front of the sun, and suddenly, everything goes dark. The sunlight vanishes as if someone flipped off your room's bulb. Even though it's daytime, the surroundings are completely shrouded in darkness, leaving everyone in awe. It's pretty cool to think about how our world works, and that events like this can happen right before our eyes. We've got another jaw-dropping wonder from nature, straight out of Minnesota. Imagine needing to escape bad weather, but instead of moving cities, you just walk out the other door. In this clip, we see a garage with heavy rain pouring down. But wait, look through the other door. It's a bright sunny day. Let's replay that. Torrential downpour on one side and clear, sunny skies on the other. It's like having a weather portal right in your garage. Who needs Doctor Strange's sling ring when Minnesota's weather can give you a magical doorway? Nature's full of surprises, isn't it? Would you step into the rain or bask in the sunshine? If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. People say the witching hour between 2 and 3 in the morning is when the truly terrifying creatures emerge. Well, this home security camera footage might just prove it. This chilling video comes from a home security camera that captured a truly bizarre and frightening creature lurking near the house. The camera is focused on the fence when something unnatural appears in the tall grass. This thing looks almost human, but its skin is entirely white, and it has this creepy way of peering into the camera. It seems to know it's being watched, constantly checking to see if the camera is on it. The homeowner was understandably terrified after seeing this. Honestly, if I saw that thing lurking around my house, I'd be packing my bags for the suburbs the next day. Being out on the ocean, spotting another boat is a huge relief. It means there's human presence out there, but that sense of comfort turns to terror when you see a boat upside down, and there's no one around.
Not something you see every day, right there. That's a weird feeling. Got the FLs, marked its location.
This footage was captured by a group of fishermen during their routine fishing trip. About 50 miles from shore, they encountered something truly bizarre. In the video, you can see something floating towards them. At first glance, it looks like a giant, menacing jellyfish, but a closer look reveals a large, capsized boat with no one on board. It's chilling to see this vessel upside down, 50 miles out at sea, with absolutely nothing else in sight for miles. The fishermen did the right thing by noting the boat's registration number and location, and reporting it to the Coast Guard. Let's hope everyone on board is safe. This incident makes me wonder why boats aren't painted orange on the bottom. It would be much easier to spot them from a distance in case of an emergency, compared to this color. Nanny cams are lifesavers. They let us keep an eye on our little ones when we can't be there. But sometimes they capture stuff that's downright bizarre and terrifying.
But check this out. Tell me that doesn't look like someone standing in the room. So, okay. Nothing, right? Like, what the f? Definitely something in there.
You saw that, right? This video is from a guy babysitting his nephew while his aunt was out of town. What he saw on the nanny cam freaked him the hell out. In the video, he says he's not sure if he's losing his mind, but he saw something on the camera in his nephew's room. He goes into the room, checks everywhere, the bathroom, under the bed, behind the table, but finds nothing. Back in the living room, he checks the nanny cam again, and there it is, a shadow standing in front of the camera, behind a plushie. The shadow doesn't move at all, and it's only visible on the camera, which is super creepy. It looks like a small humanoid shape. I'm leaning towards this being a glitch in the nanny cam, like it couldn't handle shadows properly and created that weird image. But if that's not it, then what the hell was it? I love going to the beach. There's something so calming about the sun, the sound of the waves. It's mesmerizing. But after seeing this video, I'm not sure I'll ever want to go back.
Look at these guys. I don't know if you can tell, but they're crackling and they're moving.
This TikTok video shows just how versatile beach sand can be when it comes to holding creatures. The girl starts by zooming in on a patch of pebbles, which looks pretty normal at first, but then she scrapes them off, revealing a horrifying mass of maggots. They were all over the pebbles, perfectly camouflaged. She even says you can hear them moving, which is incredibly eerie. She goes on to discover weird seashells, teeth, and a tiny hermit crab, and the final surprise, a pile of mermaids' purses, which look like strange sea bats. I never imagined finding all this stuff on a beach. After watching this, I don't think I'll be sunbathing anytime soon. We usually picture mermaids as enchanting, half-human, half-fish creatures, but this video from a ship worker will completely change your mind.
What are those? Oh my god!
This ship worker captured some seriously disturbing footage. While at sea, he spotted strange disturbances in the water, like something was just below the water surface and was chasing the ship. The video shows two mysterious creatures swimming alongside the vessel at incredible speed. But that's not all. Listen to those eerie, distant screams.
I hear him. Where's he at? What the f is that noise, bro? What is that noise?
It sounds like a woman in distress. Those screams echo through the night, matching the terrifying sight of those creatures following the ship. People in the comments are convinced these are sirens, mythical creatures known for luring sailors to their deaths with enchanting songs. But honestly, those sounds were pure horror. If I ever heard something like that in the middle of the ocean, I'd be sailing away as fast as possible. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Just like our oceans, our land, especially the jungles, holds uncharted territories that could be home to all sorts of mysterious creatures. This terrifying video might just prove it. What in the world is making that noise? This footage comes from a group of hikers who stumbled upon a truly terrifying situation. As they ventured deeper into the woods, they heard a bone-chilling sound, a mix of a deep growl and a blood-curdling scream. It sounded like something straight out of a nightmare. The hikers decided they'd had enough adventure for one day and turned back. So, what was that creature? I did some digging and found out that animals like mountain lions and elk can make similar sounds. I'm putting my money on elk, as there are plenty of videos online showing them making noises just like this one. Even if it was just an elk, it was enough to scare off even the bravest hikers. Amusement park rides are a blast until you're dangling upside down, hundreds of feet above the ground. This video comes from Oaks, amusement park, where a day of fun turned into a terrifying ordeal. A ride at the park in Portland came to a screeching halt, leaving 28 people suspended upside down, 100 feet in the air. This wasn't supposed to happen. It was a terrifying and life-threatening situation. Park staff called for help, but before emergency responders arrived, they managed to get the ride back on the ground and safely evacuate everyone. Can you imagine being stuck upside down like that? Your brain would probably short-circuit. After seeing this, I'd think twice about ever going on a ride like that again. No thanks. I'm good with my feet firmly planted on the ground. Being trapped in an elevator is a nightmare in itself, but things escalate to a whole new level of terrifying when it starts flooding. Just watch this video. This footage is from a guy's phone who was caught in an absolute nightmare with his friends. He's just chilling, smoking a cigarette, when bam, the elevator floor breaks open, and if that wasn't bad enough, the whole elevator starts filling up with water. In seconds, they're neck deep. I mean, what else could possibly go wrong in there? I did some digging and found out they were heading downstairs to check out the basement flooding when this happened. Like, seriously? Don't just jump in an elevator? Call emergency services or something, people? If you're a hiker, you know those scenic views can be absolutely breathtaking. They pull you in like a magnet, but sometimes they pull you in a little too deep, like needing Swiss Air Rescue to save you. This video was captured by a Swiss Air Rescue thermal imaging camera while searching for a missing hiker in the mountains. Watch as the camera scans the mountainside until it finally picks up the hiker lying on the slope. It's incredible how clearly the camera distinguishes the hiker from the ground. It's a lifesaver. The hiker even waves when he sees the camera. Man, I'm so glad they found him. Those Swiss mountains are no joke, wild animals and all. And can you believe he ended up on that random downslope? How on earth did he even get there? This next video comes from a military base where a strange, unidentified flying object was captured on night vision goggles. In the video, recorded by thermal vision goggles, we can see unusual lights moving among the stars. From this distance, they look like stars. But their straight line arrangement is quite alien-like. There are multiple lights, giving the appearance of an alien spaceship. However, this isn't what it seems. These are actually Elon Musk's Starlink satellites. Launched in 2019, these satellites have been orbiting our planet ever since. Appearing as a string of bright lights, Starlink satellites can look quite otherworldly, leading to numerous unknown flying objects sightings when they first appeared. But these long lines of lights are only visible shortly after launch. So, I think the person who uploaded the video might not know about Starlink satellites, making the footage seem mysterious. Natural disasters are terrifying, not just because of the destruction they cause, but because we're completely powerless to stop them. This video from Nebraska is a perfect example.
Right there, stop! We're good! Jordan, stop. We're good, we're good!
This footage comes from a group of YouTubers called the Nelk Boys, who were chasing a storm. As they drive down the highway, a massive, ferocious tornado appears in the background. It's absolutely insane. Look at how fast it's moving, and how it reaches high into the sky. The whole sky is dark and stormy, and the way the tornado swirls is terrifying. Seeing the Nelk Boys driving straight towards it makes it even scarier. Tornadoes can be over a mile wide and stay on the ground for more than 50 miles, and this one looked like it could go on forever. Ever heard of a Sundog? I'm not talking about a new breed of dog. I'm talking about this.
We got the sun, the rainbow around the sun, the 3-point reflection on each side, one on the bottom, and then from each side there's a spear of light. And if you look closely, you can see a second rainbow. Up above, there's an inverse rainbow.
Isn't it incredible? This video was captured by a skier in Canada who noticed something strange about the sun. In the footage, the cameraman shows the sun surrounded by a weird, bright shape. There's a rainbow around it, and then there are reflections on 3 sides. It looks like some kind of magical portal from the Havens. This mesmerizing phenomenon is called a sundog. Sundogs are colorful spots of light created when sunlight refracts through ice crystals in the atmosphere. They appear about 22 degrees to the left or right of the sun, depending on where the ice crystals are located. Sundogs are pretty rare because they only form under specific conditions and in certain regions. So the skier who captured this was incredibly lucky. You're enjoying a romantic dinner with your partner. Everything's perfect, right? Well, this next video is going to change your mind about what could potentially interrupt your meal. This video was recorded by a husband on a dinner date with his wife. And let's just say, it took an unexpected turn. In the video, we see a massive wild pig waltz into the restaurant, followed by its adorable little piglet. The mama pig walks up to the couple and stands on her hind legs, trying to reach the table for some food. She accidentally knocks over a wine glass, which scares her off, and the whole family makes a hasty retreat. Now, That's one way to spice up your dinner experience. I mean, who would have thought you'd get a free wildlife show with your meal? The restaurant might want to consider adding wild boar encounters to their menu. But seriously, this is wild. I wonder how often this happens. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. When it comes to water, you never know how deep it is or what might be lurking beneath the surface. Watch yourself. The ocean is scary. This video comes from a group of friends on a fishing trip, but what they found there was pure horror. The water initially seems clear, perfect for fishing, until the cameraman submerges it and reveals hundreds of stingrays hidden in the sand below. These creatures are casually resting, like they're taking a nap. Imagine going for a swim in that. It's a nightmare scenario. However, contrary to their fearsome reputation, stingrays are actually shy and gentle creatures that prefer to swim away rather than attack. They only use their stingers to defend against predators like sharks and large fish. They typically attack humans only when they feel threatened, often when stepped on accidentally. Given the number of stingrays in this video, avoiding them would be quite a challenge. Bears, as ferocious as they are actually pretty slow. It makes you wonder how they manage to hunt in the wild where everything else is so fast. Well, this video will show you exactly that.
Смотри, что сделал, блядь. Ну, вот что будет делать, блядь.
This video was captured by a driver who spotted a lost calf on the side of the road. The calf was so weak it could barely stand. Its mother was on the other side of a roadside fence, but instead of helping, she ran away when something scared her. The driver was confused until the source of her fear revealed itself, a black bear. The bear slowly approached and attacked the calf, carrying it away into the woods. That's where the video ends. The poor calf had nowhere to run, and even its mother abandoned it in this terrible situation. This shows that while we often talk about the power of maternal love in the animal kingdom, survival instincts always come first. Some people believe birds are government spies, watching everyone. I used to think that was crazy, but then I saw this video.
Hey, look at this. Wow. You're a pigeon or what?
This video was recorded by a researcher who found a completely ordinary looking pigeon. But when they used a UV light on it, things got weird. The researcher opened the bird's wing and shone the UV light, revealing a bizarre manuscript hidden under its feathers. It looks really cool, but it's also incredibly strange. What are these doing on a pigeon's feathers? They don't look like random patterns. They're proper manuscripts, like someone intentionally imprinted them there. The pigeon itself looks normal, just like any other you'd see around. The UV light reveals a whole different story. After seeing this, I don't know what to think. Who's printing these on pigeons? Maybe it's some secret Illuminati message. Take this video from Florida, where the sky looks like it has its own river. Recorded by a local Floridian, this video shows a strange phenomenon happening in the sky. There's a weirdly shaped cloud moving through the sky, looking like it's made of smoke. It's long and moving in a straight line, almost like snow. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I know our brains love to see faces in clouds, but this one was truly bizarre. I did some digging and found out it's called an iridescent cloud. These are caused by tiny water droplets or ice crystals scattering light. They're also incredibly rare, so capturing one on video like this is pretty special. Imagine planning a beach trip at night, only to wake up to the sea coming to you instead.
20 de junio, 8:10 de la mañana. Así la Ciénega de González.
That's absolutely terrifying. I found this TikTok video of a devastating flood captured by a homeowner. It's chilling. Outside the house, everything is completely submerged. The water is raging like a mini ocean, with waves crashing through. Trees are practically underwater, showing just how high the floodwaters are. There's nothing the homeowner can do to protect their house from this furious onslaught. It's a stark reminder of nature's power and how quickly things can change. You never know when you might find yourself in a similar situation, feeling like a fish out of water. This must be incredibly difficult for the homeowner, and I imagine rescue efforts would be extremely challenging in these conditions. You'd think a date at an extraterrestrial museum would be cool, right? Well, this video might change your mind. Dude, she's not happy. This couple was having a normal date until they stumbled upon something straight out of a movie. The boyfriend is recording his girlfriend, who's clearly not okay. When he turns the camera, we see the reason. A full-sized alien body in a glass case. It's like something from a horror movie. The boyfriend even taps on the thing, and it makes a hollow sound, adding to the creepiness. Now, I know it's probably just a plastic model, but her reaction is priceless. She's completely traumatized, like she's seen a real alien. I mean, if I saw that thing unexpectedly, I'd probably have an even worse reaction. Can you imagine? They say you shouldn't mess with things you can't handle, and this video from Mexico proves it. That was incredibly stupid. This video shows some kind of cultural event in Mexico where people provoke bulls. Two bulls are loose in the street, and people are hiding behind wooden boards in a building. Someone makes the incredibly dumb decision to poke one of the bulls, which makes it angry. The bull tries to jump over the wooden board and attack them. People inside try to push it back out, but the powerful bull overpowers them. Another group arrives with more wooden boards to help, but it's useless. The bull knocks over the boards and charges into the building with its horns raised, and the video ends. This is a perfect example of why you shouldn't mess with animals like bulls. They can be incredibly dangerous. I mean, go ride them or something, but this is just plain crazy. Ever wondered what pure chaos like on the level of hell on Earth looks like? This video from the Hawaii wildfires will give you a terrifying glimpse.
Oh, what the fuck, dude? Yo, what the fuck?
What in the world is that? This video was recorded by a homeowner evacuating the Hawaii wildfires, and it looks like they're escaping hell. Everywhere you look, there's nothing but fire. Trees are burning. Houses are on fire. Even cars are melting. The flames are so high and intense, you can barely see beyond them. The driver in the video is struggling to see through the thick smoke. You can hear them yelling at the car in front to keep going, because the conditions are insane.
There's fire through there! Go!
You need to go, bro.
Yeah, go! Come on!
This is an absolute nightmare. It's more than just wildfires. It's a hurricane-fueled inferno, something I never imagined. In a matter of moments, everything went from normal to a full-scale evacuation, with fears of a massive death toll. We all know everything casts a shadow when it blocks sunlight. But have you ever seen a cloud cast a shadow of itself in the sky? This video has got everyone scratching their heads.
That is a shadow on the sky. Is that even possible?
This homeowner captured a super strange cloud one morning. In the video, you can see this huge cloud with its own shadow behind it. I've never seen a cloud cast a shadow before. It looks just like a normal shadow on the ground, but it's in the sky. I mean, shadows on the ground make sense, but this is weird because the sun is above the clouds. How can it cast a shadow in the opposite direction? I did some digging online, and people are saying it's a firmament shadow. In ancient beliefs, the firmament was like a barrier between the sky and earth. So is this really a shadow from the heavens, or just a strange cloud? If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Spotting something mysterious in the dark is terrifying, but witnessing something stalking you from afar is the stuff of nightmares. This video captures one family's chilling encounter. While celebrating a birthday in Mexico, the family's video inadvertently recorded something truly unsettling. As they sit around a cake-laden table, an unnoticed figure lurks in the background. Zooming in reveals a tall, shadowy form, its outline illuminated by a distant light. The figure's silhouette is topped with what appears to be a witch-like hat. Online speculation runs rampant. Some claim it's a Mexican witch, while others dismiss it as a curtain playing tricks on the eyes. Regardless of its identity, this birthday party will forever be etched in their memory, a chilling reminder that darkness often conceals the unknown. A homeowner recently uploaded a couple of TikTok videos documenting the terrifying ordeal of a poltergeist haunting their home. After watching these clips, it's easy to understand why they described it as a nightmare. In the first video, the homeowner captured the unsettling sight of their baby's rocking horse, moving on its own. Initially filming from a distance, they decided to investigate and approach the rocking horse. Strangely, the movement stopped as soon as they got closer. Looking around for any explanation, they found no one else in the room. As they turned to leave, the lights in the room began flickering erratically. Alarmed, the homeowner rushed out of the room, ending the clip. The next video shows the homeowner in bed when they hear the toilet seat slamming shut in the bathroom. Investigating, they open the bathroom door to find the toilet seat cover lifting by itself. Terrified, they flee back to their bedroom, only to experience an escalation of paranormal activity. Objects start to topple over, doors slam shut, and the lights engage in a frenzy of flickering. Watching these videos, it's clear that the entire house is under siege by a poltergeist or some other malevolent force. It's no exaggeration to say that listing the house for sale might be the homeowner's best bet. Technology has undoubtedly made our lives easier, but sometimes it feels like we're pushing boundaries that are too dangerous. A chilling example of this is captured in a video of a Chinese rocket test gone horribly wrong. Filmed by a group of onlookers expecting a successful launch, the video instead reveals a terrifying disaster. The rocket initially ascends powerfully, generating immense smoke and thrust. However, disaster strikes as the rocket's motor fails catastrophically, sending it plummeting back to Earth. The ensuing explosion is colossal, creating a massive fireball and shockwave that even reaches the distant cameraman. The sheer force of the blast is terrifying, and the extreme zoom of the video makes it even harder to follow the action. Imagine witnessing such a catastrophe firsthand. It's a sight that's impossible to ignore. Our next clip showcases the terrifying power of high winds on the Verzano Bridge in New York City. Trust me, you won't want to drive on that bridge after seeing this. This isn't a scene from a disaster movie. It's a real video of the bridge in action. The footage shows the massive structure swaying violently due to the intense winds. You can even hear the unsettling sounds of metal groaning and shifting. It's a truly surreal sight. Now you might be wondering why there are no cars on the bridge. Well, bridges are designed to be flexible and move in response to wind, temperature changes, and weight. This movement is actually crucial for maintaining the bridge's structural integrity. However, the upper level of the Verzano Bridge is closed during high winds due to this excessive swaying. And after seeing this video, I can honestly say I wouldn't drive on that bridge, even if there was a gentle breeze. We've all heard the phrase, playing with fire, but have you ever considered playing with an alligator? Well, this next clip features a man who did just that.
You gotta work for your food, come on. Come on, get up here. Come on, get up here. Now who's a good girl?
Incredible! This man is petting an alligator like it's his beloved pet cat. The video shows him feeding this unusual pet a piece of meat. He's dangling the meat over a dock, calling the alligator to come and get it. The reptile quickly swims over, obeying the man's command like a well-trained dog. After devouring the meat, the man does the unthinkable. He places his hand on the alligator's head and starts to pet it, and the alligator seems to enjoy it. Its eyes look almost content. While this is an undeniably heartwarming clip, it's crucial to remember that these are wild animals. This alligator is likely a captive one, tamed by the man. Please don't be tempted to try this at home. Wild alligators are dangerous predators. The scars of World War still run deep, with a chilling reminder lurking beneath the surface: unexploded bombs. This video offers a glimpse into the dangers that still exist. The clip, reportedly filmed in Poland, captures the controlled detonation of a massive World War bomb found submerged in water. The explosion is awe-inspiring. Colossal eruption of water that shoots meters into the air. The sheer size of the blast covers a vast area of the water's surface. Thankfully, being underwater significantly reduces the destructive impact. However, even contained, the force is undeniable, as evidenced by the towering geyser of water. This detonation was most likely carried out intentionally by authorities as a safe way to dispose of the bomb. An uncontrolled explosion could have been catastrophic. This video serves as a stark reminder of the lingering dangers of war and the importance of safe bomb disposal procedures. This security footage, shared by a terrified parent, has sent shivers down the spines of viewers everywhere. The video shows a seemingly sleeping baby until it zooms in to reveal a horrifying scene. The eerie reflection of the camera flash in the baby eyes adds to the creepiness. What makes this even more disturbing is the fact that this happened at 2 in the morning. The mother claims to have heard footsteps earlier, and, upon reviewing the footage, discovered this chilling scene. The baby's expressionless stare at something unseen is genuinely unsettling. It's hard to escape the thought that the baby might have witnessed something truly terrifying in the corner. This is far from cute. It's downright unsettling. Being enclosed in a car as it speeds down the road can create a false sense of security. The feeling of control and the illusion of being able to outrun any danger can be comforting, but this terrifying video will shatter that illusion. This footage was captured by a group of friends driving home after a night out when they encountered something truly bizarre. As they filmed their journey, a humanoid figure emerged from the darkness, chasing their car at an incredible speed. Despite their attempts to outrun this mysterious creature, they made the mistake of slowing down to get a better look. Big mistake. The humanoid closed the distance rapidly, coming dangerously close to the car. Panic ensued as they sped away, their screams echoing through the night. While it's tempting to dismiss this as a prankster in an elaborate costume, the real question is, why was this person chasing them? What were their intentions? We may never know the answer, but one thing is certain. This encounter is deeply unsettling. Cats are known for their eccentric behavior, but this homeowner's feline companion takes things to a whole new level of bizarre. What on earth is going on with this cat? The homeowner was jolted awake by movement at his bedside and captured this bizarre scene on camera. Their cat is standing upright on its hind legs, staring intently at the owner with an unnerving expression. It's a truly disturbing sight, especially considering there's no apparent reason for the cat to be acting this way in the middle of the night. As the owner starts recording, the cat abruptly returns to normal behavior, adding to this strangeness. The question of how long the cat was standing there before the owner woke up is equally unsettling. Both the homeowner and online viewers are questioning if this is actually their cat. Some are even speculating that it might be a skinwalker in disguise. If that's the case, I will recommend that the homeowner evacuate immediately. Our oceans are just as mysterious as our forests, teeming with incredible and terrifying creatures. This video showcases one such creature that both fascinates and horrifies me. I mean, what on earth is that thing? This video, captured by beachgoers, reveals a truly bizarre and disturbing find washed up on shore. They discovered a massive mangled fish covered in bite marks and scratches. Even more shocking, half of its body is missing, as if it was devoured by something monstrous. The sheer size of this fish is mind-boggling. It's as big as a shark or whale, but its appearance is unlike any known species. Moreover, the question of what kind of creature could inflict such horrific injuries is truly terrifying. It's a chilling reminder of the mysterious and often dangerous world beneath the ocean's surface. Do you believe in the existence of giants? Some people claim these colossal beings once lived among us, even fighting alongside us in ancient battles. While many believe they're extinct, this next video might make you reconsider. This footage, captured in Thailand, shows a group of villagers encountering something truly extraordinary atop a mountain. As they zoom in, a gigantic humanoid figure comes into view. At first, it resembles a tree until it moves, sending the villagers into a frenzy. The creature's immense size is apparent when compared to the surrounding environment. Even though it's hunched over, its humanoid shape is unmistakable, especially when it walks away at the end of the clip. Could this be evidence of a mountain-dwelling giant? The footage is undeniably strange, and it certainly sparks the imagination. What do you think? If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. A user uploaded a TikTok video claiming that while walking home at 10:40 p.m., as he approached a street corner, he spotted something so strange it froze him in place, prompting him to record the encounter on his phone. This video comes from a local in Chapulhuacanito, a small town in the municipality of Tamazunchal, located in the state of San Luis Potosi, Mexico. In the footage, we see a tiny, oddly shaped creature wandering the street. It doesn't resemble any familiar animal like a dog, cat, or anything else we might expect to find there. Some people are even calling it an elf or duende. Duendes are said to be gnome-like creatures that live in the walls of homes, especially in children's bedrooms. Legend has it they try to clip the toenails of messy kids, sometimes accidentally taking whole toes. Of course, those are just scary stories to keep children in line. But this video, it looks real to me, and I love my toes too. Crocodiles are undoubtedly nature's apex predators. Their power and stealth make them incredibly dangerous, yet people continue to push their luck. This terrifying video is a star-frying video is a stark reminder of why.
Oh shit, man. This is so close, man. Watch out.
That was a close one. This video shows a fisherman having a terrifying encounter with a crocodile. In the video, we can see the crocodile swimming towards the boat, while the cameraman laughs excitedly. In seconds, the crocodile reaches the boat and stops beside it. Then, without warning, it tilts its head towards the cameraman and lunges at him. The crocodile manages to climb onto the boat, but the boat speeds off, throwing the crocodile back into the water. The fisherman quickly escapes. That was a terrifying attack. The crocodile was so fast, the cameraman didn't have a chance to react. But what really freaked me out was that head tilt before the attack. Teaching your dog tricks like rolling over, sitting, and barking on command is fun and all, but don't be this guy for humanity's sake. Yes, that's a dog wielding a machete. This video went viral on Reddit after a user posted it there for the netizens. It shows a man sparring with his dog, which is using a machete. The dog looks incredibly skilled at swinging the machete while holding it in its mouth. The owner is using a skateboard as a shield to defend himself. You can hear the sheer power of the strike when the dog swings the machete and hits the board. I mean, that swing could easily hurt someone. It's a terrifying scene. Imagine a dog charging at you with a machete. If this owner teaches it how to parry, we're all doomed to follow dog's commands. Nature can be both mysterious and terrifying, but sometimes it reveals its breathtaking beauty. like the incredible cloud in this video.
This is what we see in the sky. Like, look at those colors. That is so bright.
Isn't it stunning? This video was recorded by a woman and uploaded to TikTok, where she captured a truly mesmerizing and rare sight. The sky is filled with a vibrant, colorful cloud that looks like a rainbow on steroids. It's got all the colors of the rainbow, but they're so intense and vivid, it's almost unreal. If it's not a rainbow, then what is it? Well, it's called a fire rainbow cloud, and they're incredibly rare because they require specific atmospheric conditions and sunlight angles. You're more likely to see them in mid-latitudes during the summer months, when the sun is high in the sky. So the woman who captured this on her phone was incredibly lucky. Our minds love to create terrifying scenarios when they encounter something unexplained. This video is a perfect example. Disturbing, right? This video was recorded by a homeowner who witnessed a truly unsettling sight in their neighbor's apartment window. There are creepy, shadowy figures that look like multiple people hanging from the ceiling. It appears to be 5 individuals, and it's incredibly unsettling. I think I would have had a heart attack if I saw that. But if you look closely, those aren't people. They're actually curtains tied up in messy buns. These window curtains are shaped in a way that resembles human legs hanging from the ceiling. This proves that our minds often jump to the worst conclusions when faced with the unknown. I mean, the homeowner should really use a retractable windshield instead of giving their neighbors heart attacks. Bees are incredible creatures. Not only do they produce honey, but their defensive tactics are absolutely fascinating. This video, captured by an Instagram user, shows how honeybees defend their territory from invaders. In the clip, we see a large bee species trying to attack the smaller honeybees. In response, the honeybees form an unusual formation and start performing a strange, intimidating dance. They vibrate their bodies in unison, creating a mesmerizing and threatening display. This behavior likely produces a loud buzzing noise to scare off intruders. It's their way of issuing a warning before launching an attack if the invaders don't back down. I mean, it's incredibly intimidating. I wouldn't want to get anywhere near Swarm doing that. Canada is generally known for being safe from natural disasters, like tornadoes. But when they do hit, they're absolutely terrifying. These videos were captured in Alberta, Canada, and they show some incredibly destructive tornadoes wreaking havoc on the town. The first tornado is absolutely massive and looks terrifying. The base is so huge, it looks like it could swallow the entire Eiffel Tower whole. The second video shows the tornado completely demolishing a house, ripping it to shreds, and sucking it up into the air. The third video captures another ferocious tornado swirling through a field. The next 3 clips show even more powerful tornadoes, with the last one being the biggest of them all. I read the comments on the video, and people can't believe tornadoes like this happen in Canada. But they do, and they're insane. No matter how strong the fence is, always keep a safe distance from wild animals. This video is a perfect example of why.
Smell that pig? Just up there, a couple of fresh pigs. Whoa, 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 geez, the gate's out. Oh no!
What happened there? Right, does ends out. This is a problem.
That was terrifying. This video was captured in Australia by an adventure enthusiast exploring a crocodile keep after a rain shower. They spotted a crocodile behind a closed fence, so they got close to record it. The crocodile was huge and eyeing some fresh pigs in the distance. As the cameraman approached the fence, the unthinkable happened. With one powerful push, the crocodile busted open the fence and charged straight at the cameraman. They quickly backed away, shocked that this massive beast tried to attack them. It was a close call, and I doubt even a stronger fence could have contained that monster. That crocodile is absolutely gigantic. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. If you ask any seasoned climber about their biggest fear, they'll undoubtedly mention avalanches. This video perfectly illustrates why. Captured on a GoPro by a group of climbers tackling a challenging snowy mountain. This video shows a terrifying close call as the climbers ascend a steep slope. The cameraman spots a massive avalanche hurtling towards them from the mountaintop. It's a monstrous wall of snow, charging straight at them. The cameraman frantically warns the others, and they all brace themselves for impact. The avalanche engulfs them in a thick cloud of snow, and the video cuts out. Avalanches are terrifying forces of nature, capable of burying people alive in minutes. I read a horrifying account of how the snow can melt in a victim's mouth and throat before refreezing, creating an icy tomb. It's really unsettling. Dubai is renowned for its luxury and opulence, making it a popular vacation destination. However, this video serves as a stark reminder that even paradise can be hit by nature's fury. Captured by a tourist awaiting their car in a Dubai building driveway, this footage is a harrowing testament to the storm's intensity. The video shows the building's driveway ceiling panels being violently ripped away by hurricane-force winds. Panic ensues as people scramble for shelter amid the chaos. This unprecedented storm caused widespread devastation across Dubai, including severe flooding. It was a once-in-a-generation event, with the city experiencing more rainfall in a matter of hours than it typically receives in an entire year. The tourists' terrified expression, distorted by the wind's pressure, encapsulates the sheer terror of the situation. It's a stark contrast to the image of Dubai as a glamorous and serene city. This next video will completely change how you see kangaroos. It proves that animals, just like humans, are capable of cold-blooded murder.
I'm gonna punch your fucking head in. Look at my dog.
This incredible footage was captured in Australia, where a guy was minding his own business when he stumbled upon a kangaroo trying to drown a poor dog. You can see the guy desperately trying to save the dog, while the kangaroo is relentless. The guy even tries to fight off the kangaroo, but the powerful marsupial sends him reeling. Luckily, the guy manages to save his camera and keep filming the crazy kangaroo. Apparently, kangaroos retreat to water to escape predators like dingoes and dogs. If a dog chases them into the water, they'll often try to drown it. In this case, I think the kangaroo saw the dog as a threat and was trying to eliminate it. This video is a harsh reality check. Kangaroos aren't just cute and cuddly. They can be vicious killers. Skinwalkers are legendary creatures capable of shape-shifting, often taking the form of animals. While countless videos claim to capture these elusive beings shape-shifted into other creatures, but we have never seen their real form. This video, however, presents exactly that. What the heck was that? This video was taken by a kid who is recording himself doing trampoline tricks. He accidentally captured something truly unsettling. At first, everything looks normal, but then he pans the camera towards the trees, and that's when it happens. A strange, white face appears out of nowhere. It looks like it's watching the kid. Then it quickly hides when it realizes it's been spotted. I don't know what to make of it. It looks like a person wearing a mask, but some people online are convinced it's a real skinwalker. Whatever it is, it's definitely creepy. Ever wondered why beds were invented? This video offers a terrifyingly good reason. Filmed in the Philippines, this clip showcases the incredible work of snake extractors. But it's not your average snake removal. The video shows a man lying motionless on a mattress while an extractor carefully hooks and removes a massive snake from his shorts. Can you believe it? The snake was in the boy's shorts, and he had to lie still so that he wouldn't agitate it. I can't imagine the terror of knowing a snake is sharing such close quarters with you. After watching this, I'm never taking my bed for granted again. I'm officially floor-sitting phobic. The ocean can look so calm and peaceful, making it seem perfectly safe. But then it gets angry and chaotic, which is absolutely terrifying, just like in this video.
Wow, please.
This footage was captured by a surfer who witnessed a massive wave forming right in front of him. You can see him in the water recording the whole thing. At first, it's just a small ripple, but within seconds, it transforms into a monstrous wall of water. It's crazy to watch. The surfer, in front of the camera, dives underwater just before the wave crashes into the camera, and the video cuts out. Those waves looked like freaking mountains. I don't know how surfers can be so fearless riding those giants. If I saw one of those coming at me, I'd think it was the end. I used to be skeptical about dogs sensing paranormal creatures and beings, but this video of a service dog totally changed my mind. What on earth did that dog see? This video was taken by the dog's owner while they were walking along a road. You can see the dog's attention is completely focused on the woods. It keeps staring at the trees like it's seeing something we can't. Even when the owner pulls on the leash, the dog just keeps looking, almost scared. They finally make it to the parking lot, but the dog won't stop looking at the woods. And then it gets even weirder. The dog's eyes follow something moving in the trees. It was so creepy. That service dog definitely saw something paranormal in those woods that it didn't want to be near. However, the question remains, what was it? Could the elusive creature known as Bigfoot actually exist, concealed from the modern world? This clip offers a tantalizing possibility.
Jesus.
This is among the most compelling Bigfoot footage available. However, its exceptional clarity raises suspicion. Observe the creature strolling casually through the woods. Freeman insisted the footage is unedited, and it certainly appears so. This leaves us with two possibilities. Either this is an authentic Bigfoot sighting, or it's an elaborate hoax, a human in costume. No known creature matches this figure's appearance or upright gait. It's distinctly not an ape. Ultimately, whether you see proof or a prank depends on your own perceptions. Believers find validation in this footage, while skeptics dismiss it as staged. Perhaps the most unsettling aspect is not the creature itself, but the chilling reminder of how little we truly know about the wilderness and what might lurk within it. Fairy tales whisper of whimsical creatures flitting through enchanted forests. But what if these winged beings aren't just figments of our imagination? This clip, captured by a mother reviewing footage from her daughter's room, has reignited the debate. Look closely. Can you see the translucent figure near the miniature door? There's an undeniable form, yet barely visible. It first appears near the plush dog, a slight ripple in the air disturbing the ribbon. Then, in a blink, it vanishes, only to reappear by the miniature door. It knocks the key from its hook. After a lapse of time, it returns, swooping down to retrieve the key before vanishing into thin air. Moments later, the figure is back, hovering by the plush dog. A subtle nudge, an act of mischief, and the toy tumbles to the ground. The fairy's translucent nature makes it unsettlingly difficult to fully discern. Why this elaborate game, this cryptic behavior? Would you call it a hoax? But wouldn't it be magical, even a touch frightening? If fairies were real, this clip is a reminder that shadows hold secrets, and our world might be far stranger than we imagine. Watching a tornado tear through cities and fields is scary enough, but imagine being stuck right in its path, wondering how you'd survive. This video might give you some clues.
That's on you! Tornado! Fucking tornado! Stay low! Stay low!
An adventurous family was on a camping trip in the Canadian forest near Toronto. Little did they know, their peaceful getaway was about to take a wild turn. The video shows them setting up camp, enjoying the tranquility of the woods. Suddenly, the dad's phone pierces the calm with a thunderstorm warning.
Environment Canada has issued a severe thunderstorm warning. Mobile coverage area, take cover immediately if threatening.
Panic flashes in his eyes as he spots a monstrous tornado churning in the distance. Thinking fast, Dad yells for his kids to get inside the camping hut and take cover. The tornado hits with a fury, the wind howling like a banshee as it wreaks havoc all around them. Huddled inside the hut, the family can only wait it out, their screams muffled by the deafening roar.
Oh, no, no, no! Please, no! Stay low, stay low! No, stay low! Holy fuck! No!
Finally, when the noise dies down, they cautiously peek outside. The sight that greets them is unbelievable. Every single tree is flattened, the landscape completely transformed. Shaken but unharmed, they eventually make their way back home. The video ending there. This encounter has to be one of the most terrifying things ever. But one question lingers. How did their little hut survive such a monstrous twister? My guess is the base of the hut might be partially underground, anchoring it to the ground.
Tornado! Fucking tornado! Stay low!
Tornadoes are weird, man. The damage they cause can be unpredictable. On the road, seeing a car coming your way from the opposite lane is pretty straightforward. Just swerve a bit and you're good. But at sea, things get a whole lot trickier.
Hey! Hey!
This intense video captures a near disaster between a tiny fishing boat and a giant cargo ship. The footage shows the massive ship bearing down on the little fishing boat. The fishermen are clearly freaking out, yelling their lungs out at the behemoth to change course. But the distance is too great, and there's no way the ship's crew can hear their desperate pleas. The giant ship continues on its path, and just like that, it slams into the fishing boat with a sickening crunch. The fishermen are screaming, but it's too late. Luckily, the waves seem to give the fishing boat a slight nudge, pushing it just enough out of the way to avoid a total wipeout. The giant ship barely even notices the bump, just leaving a nasty scrape on the side of the smaller vessel. Now, I can't help but wonder if the fishing boat had some kind of mechanical issue. Maybe they could have steered away instead of just yelling. Either way, that massive ship coming straight at them must have been the stuff of nightmares for those fishermen. They'll probably be telling that story for years to come. We've all seen videos of people rescuing animals, and it's definitely a good thing. But what if the animal, well, isn't exactly cooperating? This hilarious video doing the rounds on TikTok shows a guy trying to help a sheep with a unique sense of direction. The scene opens with a sheep hopelessly stuck in a large gap in the ground. The guy uses all his might, a strap, and some serious arm strength to finally pull the sheep free. As the sheep gets free, it takes off running, all happy and relieved, right into another gap, just a bit further down the path. Talk about a deja vu moment. The guy helping out can't help but burst into laughter, and that's where the video cuts off. Listen, I know sheep aren't exactly known for their rocket science skills, but falling back into the same hole you just escaped from, that's some next level confusion. Hopefully, the guy managed to snag the sheep again, and maybe this time they could discuss a different escape route. Our brains are amazing at filling in the blanks. We see something unfamiliar, and bam! Our minds are off to the races, trying to make sense of it. This video is a perfect example. So what did you think came bounding out of the jungle? Venom, straight out of the movie. Well, hold on, because things aren't always what they seem. Yup, that wasn't Venom crashing the tourist party, but a white-cheeked spider monkey. A tourist on a forest tour captured this whole thing on camera. He heard some rustling in the bushes, started filming, and out pops this creature looking like it could be Venom's long-lost cousin. But as it gets closer to the camera, you can see it's just a spider monkey with some interesting markings. Those white cheeks definitely played a trick on our brains at first, appearing like eyes on a black body. But white-cheeked spider monkeys, as the name suggests, have white fur on their cheeks, along with their forehead and chin. The rest of their fur is typically dark brown or black. Like all spider monkeys, they're known for their long limbs and prehensile tails, which help them swing effortlessly through the trees. The funniest part of the video was when at the very end, the monkey gets close to the camera, and it just casually swats at it. Can you imagine telling everyone you got a friendly tap from Venom? Now that's a story to tell. Have you ever seen something so bizarre that your brain just goes nope, can't compute? Well, buckle up, because this video is a brain cardio.
What the hell is this?
Seriously, what in the world is this thing? A woman in Las Vegas, Nevada captured this footage on the side of the road. In the video, we see a strange creature unlike anything I've ever seen before. It's completely black, with a gooey, slug-like body and a bunch of tentacles wriggling everywhere. It doesn't even have a clear head or tail. It just kind of oozes around using its tentacles to move. It's seriously creepy and unsettling. I did some serious internet sleuthing, but I couldn't find anything even remotely close to this creature. So, the big question: is this something from another planet, or a deep-sea dweller that somehow ended up on dry land? If any of you cryptozoology enthusiasts out there have a clue what this might be, leave a comment and enlighten the rest of us. Hikers, listen up. Leaving your camera unattended on the ground might not be the best idea, especially in grizzly country. You never know when a curious bear might mistake it for a tasty snack. This video, captured in British Columbia by a GoPro left a little too close for comfort, shows exactly why. We start with a beautiful shot. A peaceful landscape with trees in the distance. But things get interesting when a massive grizzly bear wanders into the frame. The bear casually strolls around, seemingly on the hunt for some lunch. Then, another grizzly joins the scene, batting the GoPro camera with its paw and sending it tumbling. The first bear doesn't seem too impressed at first, continuing its exploration for a minute. But then, curiosity gets the better of it. The bear picks up the camera in its mouth, giving us a fascinating point of view, a glimpse of the world from a grizzly's perspective. The bear carries the camera around for a good 6 minutes, dropping it, sniffing it, and even giving it a few tentative nibbles. Luckily, the GoPro survives the ordeal. This is some seriously unique footage. A bird's eye view of the wild, and a close-up look at those powerful jaws. I bet the hiker who owns this camera will definitely think twice about leaving it unattended next time. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Imagine 30 or 40 years ago if someone told you they saw a headless animal running around. You'd probably think they were crazy, right? Well, times have changed, as now we have video evidence just like this one. This mysterious video, shot in Japan by an unknown person, comes from an industrial site. The camera pans across some machinery, then zooms in on a railroad track, and that's where things get weird. We see a creature, what appears to be an elk, running across the tracks and into the woods. But here's the creepy thing, it has no head. The elk's body seems to be moving normally, but where its neck should be, there's nothing. So, is this truly a headless elk living its best headless life? Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say no. My guess is this is more of an illusion than anything. Maybe the elk's head is just bent way down, like it's sniffing the ground, creating the illusion of a headless body. It's definitely a possibility. But hey, if that's not the case, then maybe we do have some creepy headless elk running around out there. There's no denying it. Nature can be downright confusing sometimes. But other times it takes your breath away with its sheer beauty, like this incredible view of the northern lights.
Oh my god. Look at that purple.
Wow, right? This video, captured on Senja Island in Norway, showcases a mesmerizing display of the aurora borealis. We see the camera person opening a shed door, and they're greeted by this breathtaking light show dancing across the night sky. Green, purple. It looks like something out of a fantasy movie. It might seem like magic, but there's actually a scientific explanation. When a solar storm hurls charged particles towards Earth, some get trapped in our planet's magnetic field lines at the poles. These particles collide with gases in the atmosphere, creating the dazzling light show we know as the Northern Lights. Honestly, after seeing this video, I'm tempted to cancel all my plans and book the next flight to Senja. Anyone else feeling that urge to see this natural wonder in person? Have you ever stumbled upon something so unsettling that the urge to grab a flamethrower and incinerate it becomes overwhelming? Well, this video is about to deliver exactly that. What on earth is that? This footage, captured by a villager in Thailand, showcases a bizarre gathering in his field. The video reveals a pulsating mass of hundreds of worms writhing together, forming a single grotesque entity. Each individual worm writhes in unison, creating a truly unsettling spectacle. Now, hold on a creepy, crawly minute. While the sight might be stomach-churning, these aren't actually worms. They're a large cluster of centipedes. This behavior, known as aggregation, is a common survival tactic for centipedes. They huddle together for protection from predators, to conserve moisture in dry environments, or to find more suitable living conditions. Environmental changes like heavy rainfall, flooding, or droughts can trigger this mass gathering as their usual habitat becomes disrupted. While the science behind it is fascinating, I can't deny the initial urge to torch the whole thing, just to erase the memory. Ever heard the saying, when life throws you lemons, make lemonade? Well, in Thailand, nature just threw a whole lot of fish their way. This video, captured by a local, shows a scene straight out of a fish lover's dream. A Thai beach is teeming with small fish. A literal frenzy where there seems to be more fish than water. Everyone's buzzing with excitement, scooping up as many fish as their buckets can hold. The fish are practically leaping out of the water, creating a chaotic yet exhilarating spectacle. It's a fishy free-for-all, with people practically stepping on them in their haste. But what caused this fishy flood? This phenomenon, known as a fish run or beaching, can be triggered by environmental factors. Changes in water temperature, oxygen levels, or salinity can prompt fish to seek refuge closer to shore. In this case, it appears to be a natural event, a windfall for the local community who are seizing this unexpected bounty. We've all had that terrifying thought that you're peacefully using the toilet when a snake lunges out and bites you. The stuff of nightmares. Well, believe it or not, this video shows that fear becoming reality. This is exactly what my nightmares are made of. The video, captured by a homeowner in Manhattan, shows a truly horrifying scene. A large snake erupts from the toilet bowl, its body coiled tightly in a defensive posture. The snake's scales and aggressive stance send shivers down your spine. Thankfully, the homeowner heard the slithering sounds and reacted quickly, avoiding a potential disaster. These slithery creatures can indeed access our pipes through underground sewer systems, making them not only unwelcome guests, but potentially dirty ones too. Let's just say, after watching this, I'm definitely going to check the toilet bowl a few extra times before sitting down. Nature, ever the wondrous mystery box, throws some truly bizarre things our way sometimes. Take these creatures in the next clip, for example. This video, captured by a fisherman, showcases two strange creatures gliding through the water. These elongated white forms resemble snakes at first glance, but their slender, fish-like bodies and distinctive dorsal patterns set them apart. If you get a closer look, you can see features like a mouth, making them appear more like elongated fish. I did some digging online to identify these mysterious creatures, and guess what? They might just be white ribbon eels. Some viewers who've seen the video suspect they could be deep sea dwellers, but I'm leaning towards a more common eel species we just don't see very often. What do you think? Mention fish and most people picture harmless little guys sifting through the water. But this next video will definitely change your perspective.
Please welcome
What a beast! A group of fishermen on a fishing trip stumbled upon a real monster and decided to capture it on camera. This fish is definitely on the larger side. But that's not what's got the fishermen spooked. As the camera zooms in on its mouth, you get a good look at its terrifying teeth. Rows of sharp pointed spikes. These chompers give the fish a ferocious sea monster vibe. Honestly, I can't help but imagine what would happen if you stuck your hand in there. Let's just say it wouldn't come out looking pretty. We've all seen stray dogs, cats, maybe even the occasional bear wandering the streets. But a stray crocodile? Welcome to Maharashtra. This video, captured by a driver in Maharashtra after a heavy rainfall, shows something most people wouldn't expect. A massive crocodile, looking completely at ease, is casually strolling down the street. Cars are parked around it, drivers filming this unbelievable sight. The croc appears to be fully grown, but thankfully it doesn't seem aggressive, and just walks on like it owns the place. After its little walkabout, the croc even decides to take a rest, plopping right down in the middle of the road. Imagine being a pedestrian and seeing this behemoth coming your way. You might think you can outrun it, but trust me, a quick Google search will tell you otherwise. One thing's for sure, India definitely has some unique stray problems. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Remember how we all believed in fairies as kids? Well, what if I told you there's a video that might reignite that childhood wonder?
Why do you be eating like that? Feed it! Alright, so let me know. I'm gonna let this stay. Let me know.
Did you catch that? This clip, captured from a live stream, shows something incredibly strange. The streamer is initially filming a tree from afar, with notifications of viewers joining popping up on the screen. Then, they zoom in on a specific knot or hole in the tree trunk. The video ends abruptly, but that's not all. Slowing down and zooming in further on that same spot, you can see a flicker of movement inside the hole. Take an even closer look. Is that a tiny person peeking out? It disappears back inside the tree just as quickly. This little figure looks eerily similar to the fairies we've seen in cartoons and online, just without the wings. Some viewers are convinced it's computer-generated imagery, but to me it looks pretty genuine. The texture and quality of the creature seem to match the surroundings perfectly. Now, if this is real, maybe our childhood dreams of seeing a fairy really aren't so far-fetched after all. Beaches are picture perfect during the day, a place to soak up the sun, catch some waves, and relax. But at night, things can take a turn for the spooky. This video, captured at a beach at night, showcases a truly bizarre sighting. It's nighttime, and everything is shrouded in darkness except for a single light in the distance. As the camera zooms in on the light, a massive humanoid figure emerges from the water. It stands up, seemingly noticing the cameraman, and then starts running towards them. The video cuts out right there, leaving us hanging with this terrifying image. That was creepy. The figure definitely looks unsettling, but something about the light source seems a little off. It could be a hoax, maybe someone in a costume using the light for better visibility. However, even a tiny sliver of doubt is enough to send shivers down your spine. If this were real, let's just say nighttime beach trips would be a thing of the past for me. Ever heard of interdimensional beings? Those creatures that exist outside our own reality. If you didn't, this person captured a video just for you.
¿Cuándo vio eso? Se pusieron los vellos como esclavos. Tatuaje ahí corrió todo. Digo, no es algo normal en la casa, porque nunca se ha visto nada.
This clip, captured by a news channel, features an interview with a father and son who accidentally recorded something strange. The father explains that his child was filming his back tattoo. As the camera pans to the son's face and then back to the father, a terrifying creature appears in the frame. The creature looks unnatural, a creepy mix of feline and human feature. The father reveals they've been hearing strange noises and footsteps, adding another layer to the mystery. But then he offers a possible explanation. Traditionally, some Ecuadorian families kept small bones from deceased loved ones, believing the spirits would protect their home. The father suggests these huesitos, small bones, might have something to do with the creature. Seems the family leans towards a ghostly explanation rather than aliens. Whatever this thing is, one thing's for sure, it looks out of place in our world. Respecting animal boundaries is crucial, especially when dealing with wild predators. This TikTok video shows exactly why. This clip is a prime example of why you should never mess with wildlife. We see a tourist vehicle with someone dangling a cloth out the window, right next to a leopard. Unsurprisingly, the leopard gets agitated by the teasing. The tourists try to retract the cloth back into the car, but the angered leopard lunges at them. Luckily, they manage to slam the window shut just in time, preventing the leopard from entering. That was a close call. The leopard was clearly fuming, and it could have caused serious harm if it had gotten inside. But here's the thing. The tourists are entirely at fault in this situation. Annoying a wild animal like this is never a good idea, and honestly, they got what they deserved. Have you ever witnessed a duck madness situation? Well, this video is pure quackery. Talk about a traffic jam. This video, captured by a driver, shows something truly bizarre. In the middle of the road, a white car is surrounded by a swirling mass of thousands of ducks. The sheer number of these feathered friends completely blocks the car's path, bringing traffic to a standstill. The driver must be sitting there thinking, what in the world is going on? So why the ducky ceremony around the car? The most likely explanation is that the ducks mistook the white car for a giant ducky leader. They're simply following their oversized brethren, creating a hilarious and slightly chaotic scene. I know it's not the most scientific theory, but hey, it looks like something straight out of a duck cult ritual, right? The debate about alien existence continues to rage on, with believers and skeptics locked in a cosmic battle. This video from Brazil might just be the evidence both sides need. This clip, captured by local fishermen in Brazil, showcases a truly bizarre catch. In the video, we see a box containing a strange humanoid creature. The lower body appears human-like, but the head is where things get creepy and alien. It has large, exaggerated features, big eyes, prominent ears, and an oversized head. The skin texture seems human, but the facial structure is undeniably alien. The person who captured the creature claims they found it already dead after pulling it in from the water. This raises a ton of questions. What kind of creature is this? Was it an alien? And if so, what was it doing in the ocean? Did it drown? Or was something more sinister at play? The video leaves us with more questions than answers, sending shivers down the spines of believers and skeptics alike. We've witnessed the beautiful, the terrifying, and the compassionate. Now, let's close on a truly bizarre note. What is this? It resembles an old man with strange markings, or perhaps ritual makeup. But that's completely wrong. This appears to be a newborn goat, with the strangest face imaginable. Nature, what happened here? I can't even find its mouth. And those eyes, they look painted on, as if it was born without any. If not for this video, describing it wouldn't even come close to the reality. It leaves you wondering, what other unimaginable oddities does Mother Nature have in store? Bigfoots have remained a mystery since forever. Again and again, people spotted them in the darkest and deepest places. But there are times when Bigfoots are spotted roaming around in the wild in broad daylight as well. For instance, take this video recorded in 2006 by a man named Harley Hoffman, where a Bigfoot was spotted on cameras as he was recording the area. It was huge and had its whole body covered with black hair. The creature, or the Bigfoot, was going somewhere in quite a hurried manner, and the man had to be safe while getting a proper glimpse of it on camera as well. So even though a small chunk, it shows the creature in the most vivid manner. If we talk about the authenticity of the clip, for me, the way the creature was moving and its appearance give the video a genuine look. What do you think? Night has always held secrets beyond our imaginations. For the curious who wander in the deepest regions just to uncover secrets, sometimes things get way scarier than they had ever imagined. For instance, these guys were out at night for a late drive, enjoying the narrow road between the thick bushes and high trees. However, as they moved forward on the path, they saw a creepy figure that sent shivers down their spine. It looked like a person covered in a brown robe, standing on a corner. It did not move at all as the car passed by it. However, the men in the car were surely shaken by this. Also, if we zoom in, I think I can make up a cross around the figure's neck, which makes now the whole individual to appear as a monk. Could this be the ghost of a monk who lost their life in a violent way around those places? What do you think? Just as I mentioned, people love wandering in the deepest regions and many times come out traumatized. Take these, for example. These people had heard about an abandoned tunnel from the World Wars and knew about the rumors of the tunnel being haunted through the locals. But that did not stop them from leaping into the deep tunnel and wandering around to look for any treasure they were supposed to find there. However, instead of what they were trying to find, they encountered a weird figure. In the tunnel, inches away from them, a human-like figure appeared as if walking away from them, and then disappeared in a moment as well. It looked like a human wearing a white uniform. Could it be the lost soul of a military medic? The men turned back and ran away, and the mystery of the ghost remains the same. Whether it was an altered video or whether they actually captured a ghost is a question which remains unanswered, and I will leave that to you to decide. This clip was recorded by a man who ventured into the forest late at night for a purpose unknown to us. He appeared to be alone and had a string flashlight on. When he couldn't find whatever he came here to look for, he turned the light off, and that's when the scary part began. What he recorded made him question what that thing he saw that night was. It was a weird orange flickering that started happening as soon as the man turned his light off, as if someone was there waiting for the lights to go out to start with its scary ritual. The man couldn't bear what he was seeing for much longer, so he ran as fast as he could back to his car. However, the scene that he had witnessed then was enough to give him nightmares for weeks. Personally, it looked like a pretty scary experience, even if it was a prank or something. A woman was busy recording a detailed video of her neighborhood, trying to capture the church right across her street. What she was trying to capture was a figure which, according to her, roamed around their area. As soon as she moved the camera towards the towering trees, she happened to see the exact figure she was talking about. According to her, the figure appears at the exact same spot every couple of days, but as soon as they try to get closer to it, they see nothing, like it vanishes into the wood. The figure, to me, looked like a man wandering aimlessly, like he is lost. Considering the lady mentions the figure disappears as soon as you get close to it, I would consider it to be a lost soul. What do you think? Just like wandering alone in the woods, camping in the woods can be terrifying as well. Even when you are not in the camp, someone else might be. Take these campers, for instance. As they returned to their camp late at night, they saw that an uninvited guest was already wandering around. It was a lioness who, as soon as she spotted humans approaching, left the camp along with a pillow that she liked. As the humans decided to stay in their car for safety purposes, because the lions were still nearby, it returned after a while, going back into the camp, and this time trying to steal the whole blanket. But the honk from the car startled it, forcing it to run away from the camp. The humans, on the other hand, seemed to be enjoying it all. As they returned the next day, they saw the scattered belongings here and there which the lions had munched on and left after getting bored of the toys. I have to say that these guys were pretty lucky. If they had arrived a few hours earlier from their trip and decided to go to rest, then the story would have been a lot more scary. Wandering around in an abandoned building, this man came across something that terrified him to the core. As he moved up the stairs, he sensed something was wrong, and as he focused on the window in front of him, he knew where it was coming from. A figure started appearing on the window gradually, and after a moment, it started getting clearer and clearer, and developed into a proper girl with her hair on her face and a white dress on. After the man got a proper hold of what he was seeing, he thought it was better to run for his life than explore the abandoned and now haunted building anymore. Was it a real ghost encounter, a cleverly edited video, or something else entirely? The answer remains open to your interpretation, inviting you all to draw your own conclusions. Titanoboas have long been extinct. However, time after time, Videos come up on the internet where we see snakes so large that we are forced to rethink their extinction. And to prove we have this clip, we have a gigantic snake slithering around in the water in the Amazon River. Even the fisherman was surprised at what it was looking at. Was it just another anaconda? Or was the size too big for an anaconda and it could be the infamous long extinct titanoboa? With the video so short and just a little glimpse of the snake, nothing could be said for sure. I know for a fact that there are very big snakes around that area, but that one looked way too huge. Sometimes nature surprises you from where you have never even imagined, and 9 out of 10 times it is as deadly as anything can be. Take this clip for instance. The man was coming home when the Ring camera mounted on the door recorded him almost hitting into a giant snake hanging on the door. He backed away at the right time, or the snake would have attacked, and it would have ended up really badly for the man. I am thankful this never happened to me, as it would have made me paranoid to even enter my house. The video began with an ordinary scene. 2 dogs and a cow walking down a dusty road. The cow, unbothered, walked off soon, followed by the smaller dog. But the other dog, standing slightly above on the roadside, remained curiously still. Now this could scare anyone who has an idea that there was potential danger lurking where the dog was standing. Suddenly, a blur of spotted muscle emerged from the undergrowth. A leopard, sleek and silent, stalked towards the unsuspecting dog. The dog, finally sensing the danger, let out a startled bark, but it was too late. In a flash of claws and teeth, the leopard pounced, its powerful jaws clamping onto the dog's neck. The struggle was brief, a whirlwind of fur and yelps, quickly swallowed by the encroaching jungle. This clip was recorded by a man who was walking in the middle of the woods like his usual day when he heard branches breaking from a side. Surprised and curious, he turned to look that way, and all he could lay his eyes on was a huge creature walking quickly between the trees. The creature was gigantic, had its body completely covered with hair, had a human-like walk, and looked like it was in quite a hurry. The man, astonished, saw the Bigfoot moving in front of his eyes and couldn't even move an inch until it was gone. This video, according to the man, is more than just footage. It's a warning that we humans need to beware. Skunk ape is quite famous in the United States, and notably in Florida, among people who are interested in myths and mythical creatures. This is something they had dreamt of witnessing, at least once in their lifetime. And a man actually ended up not just seeing it with his own eyes, but also recording it on his camera. According to the man who uploaded this video, was going around in the woods, following the small signs he could find, and then he started hearing rustling sounds coming from a side. As soon as he moved the camera up, he could clearly see a huge figure busy with something behind the bushes. He recorded it for around 30 to 40 seconds, and all that time the creature wandered around before leaving the area. Being a security guard on a night shift in a building empty of a single human being can take quite a scary turn at times. The security guard, when he was on his round, in one of the lobbies he started hearing weird noises. As he moved forwards, a figure appeared at the end of the lobby. Considering it could be a human, the guard moved forwards to help him if it was needed, not knowing with every step he was getting closer and closer to a potentially dangerous situation. As he moved forward, suddenly a loud bang was heard.
Niño. ¿Qué pedo? Niño. Manche. Oh man.
And he started running away, now realizing that it was not a normal human being, but a ghost of a child that was standing there, ready to make him its new victim. The guard made it out alive safely, and luckily he had it all recorded. From what I have seen online, the video could also be edited. However, we cannot ignore the genuine terror the guard had in its voice as well. In the middle of the night, as these men were walking by the road, they heard some creepy noises coming quite near them. Intrigued, they stopped to see what exactly was there causing these noises and what it wanted. As they stopped, took their cameras out, and started recording the whole situation, it did not take them long to see the pair of glowing eyes staring at them from the depths of darkness. At first, it was just one eye, which was giving the idea of someone with a flashlight on. But then the creature turned towards the camera, and both eyes were clear enough and scary enough to give chills to both of the men.
Those eyes are wide, too. Look at that. Those are big eyes. Hello.
The video lasted for about half a minute, and all that time the men were standing there looking at the creature, which did not try to come out of the darkness. Was it a Bigfoot, or was it just another wild animal with scary eyes? Trail cameras are usually placed to capture animals in their natural habitat, but there are times when they end up capturing things no one would have believed if not filmed. Take this clip, for instance. It was recorded by a trail camera that was mounted on a tree to keep an eye on the animals. And then one night, it recorded not just one or two, but a whole group of ghosts wandering in the woods. One by one, they appear on the screen, making it more and more terrifying as the video continues. The video was uploaded anonymously, so I can't tell anything about its origin. What do you think about it? Recorded a couple of years ago, this video went viral on the internet and had everyone confused when they saw it. The video shows an alien-like creature lying on the ground. The man with the camera kept recording the figure on the ground. At first, it appeared motionless, but after a while, it started moving its hand. For more captivating content like this, click here. Thank you for tuning in.